to see from the Washington State defense?
Very fast, physical. They play football from snap to whistle. So really got to execute, really got to strain, and be on top of our A game.
Well, Anthony, you turned into a blocker and a tackler in the game against Washington. You liked the physicality to do that?
It's just a matter of doing what I can for my teammates in order for us to be successful. So,
is that fun? Enjoy it?
Yeah, it is fun. It's playing football, so yeah.
What do you see from on film? 13, he's been a guy who gets all over the field for 5 years now.
Savvy, very, very savvy. Woods is a really, really good player, and we're just gonna have to have an answer for him.
Has there been any difference on tape for them since the coaching change happened? If there's anything from like weeks 1 through 3 or anything in recent tape defensively, schematically that they've shown that's been different?
I don't know about schematics, but I do know that they've been playing really, really hard since that, I guess, the coaching change. They've been playing with a lot more physicality, and they've been getting after it. So,
as the wins stack up and you get closer to the end of the season, each game just feels bigger and bigger of importance. How do you guys just focus on not looking at the big picture and focusing on just your 1-0 processes?
Just like any of your question, just really trying to focus on our 1-0 process, worrying about the day in front of us or the present times. Hi, Croc. But worrying about the present times and really just focusing on what we can do in the moment.
Is there anything you do when there's poor conditions like there was last Saturday to change the way you play quarterback?
Heightened focus on my job. Really understand that the conditions can affect certain things. So understanding that ball security is a really, really important thing in the time.
You guys, it's not like Madden where you can just throw in the wind and. I feel like that's like the biggest misconception of your position. Like, people don't understand that when it's raining like that, it doesn't matter how hard you can grip it or whatnot, it's hard.
I don't know what to tell him. Should have been out there.
I mean, especially in the Northwest, when you have 45 degrees raining sideways like you did on Saturday, it's got to be tough, yeah?
Yeah, it's a little different than the Northeast. Northeast, it'll rain, but it won't be as windy. But the rain was coming sideways during the game, so it was a little interesting.
Had you ever played in conditions like that before? What was like the last time that you had?
High school's like week 4. I want to say it was like October 2nd. We played against Rumson Fairhaven my senior year. It was worse than our game against Washington. Felt like the rain was coming from the ground, so that doesn't help.
Surely you've run zone reads and things like this prior to coming here. Your decision-making even on the ground has been better and better with each passing week. I think, depending on who you look at, some people feel it may have even been perfect this past week. How do you feel like you've progressed there? Why has that been just more film? What's going to do?
More film, more work at it, and just really being able to play the game and play the zone read game with the defense ends or whoever else my read may be. Because it's not what I do. It's not what I do. It's what they do. So I just have to have an answer for it.
I know it's hard to shut out outside noise, but it's probably impossible in certain respects. Like when you guys know you have these rankings that come out every Tuesday, is there conversations that occur within the building about what is at stake and where you guys are and what can be accomplished down the line, or is that stuff that you try, even though you can't always do it, you try to put it to the side?
We try to put it to the side, but it's always going to be somebody that acknowledges it. We got to acknowledge it, move on, and worry about the next thing that's in front of us.
Is that a difference for where you were at BC? Wasn't really in the college football playoff conversation when you were out there. What's this experience like? Just when every week, every Tuesday, you know that there's going to be, or you brace yourself, I'd imagine, for some kind of discussion that's going to hit your mentions about the playoff or where you guys are at.
Honestly, just trying to keep my teammates in the mindset of not worrying about it, and really worrying about who else is right in front of us or the next day, next meeting, whatever the case may be. Because like we used to talk about at BC, winning is hard. And you know that here, playing in the Pac-12, everybody is really good. So just staying in front of us and staying 2 steps ahead of everything.
Like
Forsyth back, and also I wonder if you could contrast the emotions of a game you get him back, but then seeing Walk go down, and as much as he's meant to you guys the last few weeks too.
Yeah, Walk has been doing a great job, like I've been saying, and it hurt to see him go down. He'll be back, but it was also really good to see Alex get back out there again and get active. He did really well in the game too. So all in all, it was good and there's some bad in there, but not hopefully, but when Ryan gets back, it'll be great. So
What's say about this offensive line just in general? Because it feels like every week we're hearing about a combination that's out there that never practiced together and in that week or fall camp, what have you. And yet it doesn't feel like you're getting attacked on the blind side left and right. Your run game consistently is good. Just how impressive is what these guys are doing?
Like I said before, Coach Mirabal and Coach Cristobal, they do a wonderful job with them. And that next man up mentality is huge. And our offensive line is the epitome of it. So,
right at the beginning, when you are kind of switching Alex and Ryan there at the center spot, I'd imagine that took a little bit of adjustment when you're kind of on the fly like that.
Just a little bit.
Now at this point, do you feel more comfortable with the both of them in the sense that, now you lose Ryan, you get Alex back, that it's going to be a change again because they're two different players, but you've gone through it already, so maybe the adjustment won't be as extreme as it kind of was when you were first going through those injuries?
Yeah, it's the adjustment isn't going to be as egregious, and it's going to be smooth. So just getting ready to keep working it in practice.
Is there something with the two of them that is different? Like, what was the adjustment between Alex and Ryan, or Ryan to Alex?
The way they snap in the beginning of the season, Alex would dead ball snap and Ryan would throw it back, but pause. I'm sorry, I had to do it. But now they both dead ball snap it, and it's the same thing. So it's not really too much of an adjustment.
For you,
Put that on TV, by the way.
Sorry, but I had to do it.
for you, what's the key to selling a good read option when you know you're handing the ball off? Like, how do you go about faking that as well as possible?
I would say just making it look like I have the ball in my hand. And Coach Costa has really been on me about that, which I appreciate it because it's helping our running backs out, it's helping me out, it's helping our reads, and it's helping the plays out. So,
because he was around when Dennis Dixon was kind of the master of that.
I watched him.
Yeah,
I watched him a lot back in my day.